Hello everyone. I have an awesome video for you today. It is a Kickstarter game, and that Kickstarter game is Forgotten Treasures. This is a review copy, so a big shout out and thank you to 𝗦𝗓𝗡𝗦𝗢𝗓 for sending this to me to review for you guys. Video. Why can't I get that? No. I'm gonna redo that. So before we get into that, I just wanted to say I am Krissy and this is my channel, 2 Sheep, 1 Wheat. I review board games, we play through board games, I have top 10 videos, and if this is your first time here, take a look at my channel. If there's any games that I have missed that you would really love to see me review, like this video and comment down below what game that is, and then go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell to make sure that you are notified when I do get to that board game. So let's go ahead and get into Forgotten Treasures. So this game is for 2 to 4 players. It plays roughly 30 minutes. So this is a card game and it's all about unlocking treasures, and whoever has 4 treasures first, whoever gets to unlock those 4 treasures first, is the player who wins the game. So let's take a look at setup. So it does come with this big giant deck of cards here. You're going to shuffle these and pass 4 cards to every player. Now once you've done that, there are these cards here that are called event cards. So you're going to take 2 event cards plus 1 card for each player. So you're going to take those and shuffle them into the deck here that's full of items. So shuffle them and then you're going to place it right here as a draw deck. So the second thing that you can see on the table here are these treasure chests. Now, basically, the goal of the game is to use the cards in your hand to play down keys to be able to unlock these chests. Now, when you're unlocking the chests, you're going to be claiming a benefit. So some are when claim and some are ongoing. So you need to pay attention to those keywords on there so that you don't miss out on any of the benefits. So there are 3 different keys. Those ones are listed on here. So you have the brass key right here, you have the gold key, and you have the silver key. Now there is another card, and it is, or another key that's on these cards, and that would be the skeleton key. So this one just replaces any of the keys. So this skeleton key is essentially a wild. So these are far and few between. So if you can get a hold of these, then that will definitely come in handy since you need all these keys to unlock these treasure chests to win the game. So these are the 4 different keys that you have in the deck. So if you end up with those in your hand and they match the specific keys on these treasure chests, now to claim them, you're going to use an action for that. So there are different actions. You're allowed to take 2 actions per turn. Now there's a few of them. So one of them would be acquiring one of these treasure chests. One other would be drawing a card from the deck. Another one would be playing an item card. Now an item card is something like this. It's basically playing the card down to use it for the benefit that is on the bottom. So this one right here would be take 1 defense from the discard pile. Now a defense card is another type of card in this deck. So you have the keys, you have these item cards here, and then you would have these ones which are the event cards. So this one, the defense card. So this one will allow you to protect yourself from any card that an opponent is playing to try to take your hand of cards, to take or make you redraw cards. Whatever bad benefit that they're trying to do from you. If you're able to play one of these defense cards, then you completely null that action and they're not able to do that for you. So that is the defense card. So we went over the events cards. Now whenever you're drawing, because as an action you can draw a card. Now you're technically allowed to draw 2 cards because for every action, or for every turn, you're allowed to take 2 of those actions. So now if you draw one of the event cards, it has to be played right away. Most of the time, you're going to have a negative benefit. So this is going to be in effect until a treasure card has been claimed. So this one, this angry chicken here, it says that no defense card can be played until the treasure card has been claimed. So that is not a great card because anytime somebody's trying to do anything to you that is negative effect, you want to be able to play one of these defense cards. Bunch of different item cards in here, and they're all completely different. This one doesn't count as an action, which is great because you only get 2. So this one, it says, look at another player's hand. And that's beneficial because if they have keys in their hand that would unlock another treasure box, potentially that would be their 4th one. Now, if you have another item card in your hand that allows you to swap hands with a player or allows them to discard 2 cards, some way to get those keys out of their hand, you're going to want to know. So a little bit of strategy in this game just to be the player who ends up with 4 of these treasure boxes before everybody else. Now, there is one more item in here, or I suppose 2 items in here. Now, this is the barrel of fruit. These ones are a little bit different because they have to be paired together. So it's essentially just taking up space in your hand until you get 2 of these so that you're able to play them. Now, these barrel of fruits allow you to take 1 card from the discard pile. And if it is an event card, then you have to play it immediately, which is the same rule goes whenever you're drawing one of those event cards. Now, this one is potentially because it is most of them are a negative effect. And all about, like I said, really kind of strategic in this game to be able to play some of these cards, to not get your opponent to be able to get any of those treasure keys or treasure chests up there. So let's go ahead and say that you have 3 keys in your hand and you're ready to claim your chest. You can go ahead and place your keys in the discard pile like that, collect your treasure chest, and then you can go ahead and claim your prize, the benefit that is on here. So for the weapon chest, when claimed, you take 1 defense from the discard pile. Now, some of them will say to go through the discard pile and take a specific key. So turn of events is placing your keys in the discard pile, collecting your treasure chest, and then doing whatever the benefit is on the treasure chest. And then you have to replenish the chests up here because there is always 3 up here at all times. There are cards that are in the deck that will allow you to redraw new ones or discard one and redraw one. There are a bunch of different cards in this game, which is really, really fun and interesting. It's always keeping you on your toes with this game. And I love the fact that as soon as you collect that 4th treasure chest, that is the end of the game. So I think that's really fun. It just kind of ends the game. This game does, like I said, 30 minutes, really not too long of a game. It does feel pretty quick because you're taking your 2 actions. The next player is taking their 2 actions. It just seems like a really nice and quick, easy game with some strategy because some of the cards, they allow you to look at your opponent's hand. You can kind of know what they're going for, and you can kind of use all of those different cards to really benefit your gameplay. So if you're using them correctly, you play a couple times, you get to know the cards, and getting to know the cards really benefits your gameplay with this game. And the theme is just great. Very piratey theme, you know, these gold keys, all the brass keys, the skeleton key, which is really neat. Trying to unlock these treasure chests, everything has a benefit on it. You're playing the cards, you are drawing cards, plenty of abilities, bonuses, effects, everything like that. Really gives you the feel that it's a different game every single time that you are playing it. It is a great card game. I really enjoyed playing this one, and it is pretty good at 2 players. And also pretty good to look at too. I'll go over some of the cards with you just to showcase some of the artwork in here. I think it's really great, very vibrant, and really pops. So most of the artwork is final here. I'll go through some of it just so that you can see the artwork here and how great it is, even if some of them do change. You can kind of get a feel for it because it is a Kickstarter. Not everything is what it may be. Some things may very well change. All these weapons, they're all the defense cards that are weapons here, all different kinds, and it kind of gives like a little like eerie ghost piratey kind of feel for it with everything kind of glowing like this. Just makes it that much better. I think the skeleton key is my favorite. I love this glowing green look to it here. All different benefits on here too. Let's look over a couple. That's the key. That's a key. Discard your hand and draw 4 cards. All players discard a card and then draw 2 cards. So a bunch of different things. They really thought this game out. Really, really awesome. I really enjoyed it. It's a great light game, card game if you're into card games, light games. If you're definitely into like a pirate theme, unlocking treasures, like who doesn't enjoy games like that? So anyway, this was Forgotten Treasures. So be sure to check them out on Kickstarter. I will link everything down below for you so that you don't miss anything. I'll catch you guys next time. Wait, what? What is happening? What is happening? I don't understand this.